Hey, can we get someone from the Idaho Center to open up the back tunnel door from the Idaho Center? There we go. Awesome. Thank you. All right, so last row, go ahead and stand. Mr. Mamer's going to guide you out the tunnel. Graduates, go ahead and leave your program on your chair as you exit, so it's there for you. Leave it on or under your chair, so it's there for you. down this way. You gonna sit on this end?
Good morning. Welcome to the Vallivue High School Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. Thank you for joining us in celebrating this milestone. First, on behalf of the Class of 2021, I would like to extend our sincerest appreciation to all the parents, teachers, and administrators who have helped us along the way. Thank you for being a source of encouragement and inspiration. Thank you for your dedication and selflessness, your willingness to sacrifice your time and energy for our benefit. You repeatedly put our interests before your own, expecting nothing in return. We cannot thank you enough. Furthermore, I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates. Cherish the memories and friendships you have made. Continue to work towards your goals and pursue your dreams. But above all, always remember to be genuine. Thank you very much, and please enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Buenos días y bienvenidos a la ceremonia de grado de la clase de 2021. Estoy agradecida que están aquí para disfrutar este logro con nosotros. Antes de comenzar, de parte de la clase del 2021, yo quiero expresar mi apreciación sincera a todos los padres, maestros y administradores que nos han ayudado para llegar a este punto. Gracias por ser nuestra fuente de inspiración y gracias por su dedicación. Cada uno de ustedes están listos para sacrificar el tiempo y energía para nuestro propio beneficio. Cada vez ponen los intereses de nosotros, los estudiantes, antes de los intereses de ustedes. Y además, no esperan nada a cambio. Honestamente, no podemos estar más agradecidos. Finalmente, quiero felicitar a mis compañeros que se gradúan conmigo este día. Espero que aprecien las memorias y amistades que obtuvieron de los últimos 4 años. Espero que continúen trabajando para lograr todos los sueños y metas que tienen. Pero más que nada, que nunca se les olvide de dónde vienen y de todo que han logrado. Gracias y por favor disfruten la ceremonia.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand in recognition of the playing of our national anthem, performed by the Vallivue Commencement Band under the direction of Mr. Eric Adamson and Mr. Kurt Griffiths. At this time, I would like to introduce Vallivue District Board Chair, Mr. Jeff FORSBERG.
Welcome. On behalf of the Vallivue School Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome everyone to the 2021 graduation ceremony for Vallivue High School. At this time, I'd like to introduce individuals who are present on the stage today. Tony Belknap-Brenninger, Board Vice Chair. Jennifer Cox, Trustee. Paul Tierney, Trustee. Reed Steffen, Trustee. Dr. Pat Charlton, Superintendent. Mrs. Lisa Boyd, Assistant Superintendent. Mr. Shane Carson, Principal. Mr. John Walker, Vice Principal. Mr. Ryan Branch, Vice Principal. I would like to congratulate the class of 2021, their families and staff on this monumental achievement. Despite the many challenges that we all face this year, we are here. We have been humbled, but yet we have risen to the top. There has been ample amounts of stress, resistance, confusion, and frustrations, but we have all worked together to overcome and persevere. The fact that we are all here today gives us cause to celebrate. Thank you and congratulations. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Pat Charlton to share a few words.
Welcome parents, grandparents, honored graduates, and congratulations to the class of 2021. You've made it. Yes. March 17th of 2020, Vallivue closed its schools for the rest of the year due to the pandemic. Teachers had to make the quick shift from teaching regular school to totally going to online school. It was a challenge. And then as the fall started with this year's senior class year, the district came up with a plan to have a hybrid schedule where students would be online part of the time and in school part of the time, and then with an e-learning day on a Monday. Vallivue was one of the few districts around that did not close down, and everyone managed to make it through that. Again, the teachers had to make quite a shift to a whole new way of educating students. Did anything good come out of the pandemic? Well, not very much. Liquor dispensaries shifted from making liquor to lots of hand sanitizer. Board games made a comeback. But one thing that came out of it was that teachers suddenly had a lot of appreciation about how challenging their job is. So let's give a round of applause for Vallivue's teachers and staff. And for all of you, I think for the rest of your lives, you will have been a stronger person because you survived all this, and here you are on graduation day, ready to march across the stage and receive your diploma. That in itself is a great accomplishment. So congratulations to all of you, and enjoy. Thank you.
Graduating high school has been an uphill battle. In many ways, our time throughout school can be compared to climbing a mountain. If you've ever hiked, you know how intimidating reaching your destination can be. The path ahead is not always clear, and it is easy to get discouraged when you are only focused on the destination. As a freshman, graduating high school seems so intimidating, but one step at a time, we made it. When you start a trail, there is no way to know with a surety what it will entail. You don't know exactly what to expect until you step foot on the path. None of us knew exactly what to expect from high school. There have been many twists and turns, but throughout it all, we have persisted. Before embarking on a long hike, it's important to train. Training prepares you for the obstacles ahead and enables you to reach your desired goals. You can't just climb a mountain without physically being ready. The same goes for graduating from high school. It requires countless hours of hard work and preparation. Throughout our entire academic journeys, we have all been training for our futures.
Along with training for high school, we packed our bags with supplies to help us reach the top of the mountain, which seemed like such a daunting task. However, as we prepared necessary supplies for the journey, we tried to become as ready as possible to tackle the unknown obstacles that stood ahead of us. The first item we put in our backpack was a first aid kit, in case we fell down and got injured during our trek through high school. None of us reached the top of the mountain unscathed, as we all faced unique hardships and injuries during our journey. Knowing this, we packed a first aid kit, which was made up of our support system, our friends, family, and teachers who helped us back onto our feet after falling down. The next thing we prepared before high school was a map. Although the trail to the top of high school was marked, we expected to sometimes get lost. We all had the same end goal, to reach the top of the mountain and graduate, yet each one of our paths was different. Lastly, we packed a raincoat. As all of us know, a sunny day can quickly turn into a rainstorm. Entering high school, we had to be flexible with changes in weather and prepared for everything that life threw at us, even a global pandemic. With our backpacks full, on our first day of freshman year, we took our first steps onto the trail without looking back.
Many of us have parents, grandparents, siblings, and friends that are or were members of our nation's military, people that we love and that not only love us, but also love our country. We have seen them make phenomenal sacrifices in order to keep our country and its people safe and free. So on behalf of the graduation class of 2021, we would like to recognize the brave men and women in our nation's armed forces. Would those of you who have served, are currently serving, or will serve, please stand when the song of your respective military branch is played. United States Marine Corps. United States Army. United States Coast Guard. United States Air Force. United States Navy. Men and women of the armed forces, we salute you.
Climbing a mountain is an enormous task. Mountains are really big, the path is steep, and the weather isn't always great. High school is a lot like a mountain. It takes 4 years to climb, there's a lot of homework, not enough sleep, and some rainy days too. There are good times also, the ones that are kind of like finding a waterfall on the way. But sometimes the way just seems too steep, like we have taken on more than we can handle, and one more assignment is all it would take to push us off a cliff. Sometimes it feels like we have lost our footing, and finding the motivation to continue is its own mountain. But because of our hard work, we did climb that mountain that is high school. It was not easy, but it was never meant to be. And sometimes it was great, and sometimes it was just downright terrible. But we learned that we can overcome and climb our mountain, as impossible as it might seem. No matter what is on the other side, we climbed for 4 years and learned that we are capable of doing great things. The song "The Climb" by Miley Cyrus is actually very applicable to what we just did. High school was always an uphill battle, and sometimes we slip and fall down. But that didn't mean the climb wasn't good for us. School doesn't always feel like it's going to take you to where you want to go, but it ain't about what's waiting on the other side. For a lot of us, high school is about learning to keep going, even when we are overwhelmed. It's about learning how to overcome those things that cause us to fall. It's about developing friendships and being in it together. It's the climb.
Throughout our high school experience, we've all come across many challenges that made each of us stop and ask ourselves some important questions. What am I going to do now? Do I have what it takes to get through this? Will I ever get a break? This is comparable to hiking a mountain and on one of the many ascending switchbacks, tripping up on the loose rocks or facing on a strong headwind. A hike doesn't always go exactly as planned, and neither does high school, am I right? There are many teachers, parents, coaches, and other adult figures we looked up to in our times of confusion and difficulty. They were part of our journey up the mountain and, pun intended, kept reminding us, don't stop believing. We might have found ourselves swamped with late and missing assignments. We might have been stretched thin into our breaking points, ready to give up, throw in the towel, and call it quits. But they did not, and nor did they encourage it. Instead, they pushed us along, telling us we could do hard things, and inspiring us to go beyond what we figured were our limits and further. And we got back on the path. We picked ourselves up, dusted off, shouldered our packs, and kept climbing. We began this climb 4 years ago, which sounds like an impressive and frightening feat to take on. I mean, can you imagine? Our little 8th grade selves were told your next big step is tackling that huge mountain. It'll take you 4 years. Have fun. I mean, I usually complain when the hike is 4 hours, so you can imagine what this says about our strength and endurance. Each step we took was another accomplishment to add to our growing list of achievements. Tackle the SAT, AP exams, and make time to participate in school activities. Sometimes we had to pause to tighten our boots or hydrate, don't dehydrate, for some periods of time. Or we just left for spring break and never came back. We had to have a modified senior year because of a global pandemic. It wasn't ideal, but it's inspiring that we pushed through it. It's truly amazing to think how much we've changed and the things we've overcome during our time here at Vallivue. And I'm not just talking about the growth spurts or lack thereof. In the middle of it all, we might have felt like we couldn't go on any longer. But guess what? We went longer, pushed harder, and did more than we thought we were capable of. We created things with our hands, voices, and hearts. We all took different paths, but here we all are, standing on the summit.
go with the flow, don't you see, don't you know, there's a light, let it burn inside you. You can shout, let it out, not a care, not a doubt, this is it, let the moment guide you. I want you to know, oh yeah, we shine like stars. Oh yeah, we shine like stars, like stars, like stars. We shine like stars. We shine, we shine. Oh, we shine like stars. We shine, we shine. We shine like stars. We shine, we shine. We shine like stars. We shine, we shine. Oh yeah, we shine like stars. Oh yes, we shine like stars.
Congratulations! You've made it to the summit of this metaphorical mountain that's been the theme of these speeches, provided you were paying attention, you would already know that. To be realistic, it was probably expected that you would get this far. It's not to say that you haven't accomplished something that should not be celebrated. This moment has been 13 years in the making. Such commitment to anything deserves celebration. Some climbed with maybe a bit more aptitude than others, but it was expected that you would get to the summit, not that you would get smiling with perfect hair and a life lesson about mountain climbing. Just remember, nobody is done just by graduating high school. Now go metaphorically climb something higher, or at least climb something so that you can claim you did something impressive before you died, even if it isn't necessarily higher. And when you summit that mountain, climb the next one, and the next one. And if you meet an insurmountable mountain, double down and climb harder. Nobody ever said that graduation is the only mountain, or that graduation was the hardest mountain. Well, maybe some people do actually say those things, but some people also say the earth is flat, so maybe don't put faith in some people. There are many more mountains to climb, and many will be harder than this. But whatever mountain you may climb next, be excellent to each other and party on.
At this point in our lives, there are so many possible paths laid out before us. How will we know which one to choose for our future? Imagine you're a hiker and you finally reach the top of the mountain. When you're looking out at the expanse of land beneath you, what catches your eye? Is it the city sprawled out in the distance? The glimmering lake? The forest? Do you look as far into the horizon as possible? Do you look straight down the path that will take you back to the bottom of the mountain? Or do you completely forego the scenery and admire the path you've already walked to the top? Hopefully you at least glance at the rattlesnake coiled at your feet. This says a lot about yourself and what you find beautiful in the world. Now let's compare that scenery to life. Our graduation today is just like reaching the top of a mountain. There are so many possible paths we could follow, and everybody's eye is caught by a different possibility. Some people are interested in college, others in technical school. Others will go straight into the workforce, some into the military. And no matter if you want to be a teacher, a plumber, a doctor, a tank driver, a waitress, a shark trainer, a social media influencer, follow the path that inspires you. And if you're unhappy on that path that you've chosen, know that it's okay to change. Even if you take nothing else away from this speech, remember this: our high school graduation is not the end. It is merely the beginning of the rest of our lives. This is the first chapter in hundreds of amazing stories that are yet to happen. Congratulations, class of 2021. We've made it to the starting line.
At this time, we will be presenting the diplomas. Names will be read by Miss Mary Harris and Miss Stephanie Gallegos. Diplomas will be presented by board members.
Madeline Blair Bunn.
Renee Clark.
Isabella Grace Colo.
Kelsey Marin Erdley.
Anderson Flukiger.
Sarah Martinez Soto.
Thomas Vincent Stroops. Olivia Raquel Thompson. Jillian Marie Venditti.
Anna Jane Wilcuts.
Ezekiel Aguilera.
Joshua William Alger.
Jordan Jean Alicia.
Maylene Denise Arcos.
Braden Scott Airy. Liam Alexander Ashley.
Annika Day Asumendi.
Julia Kathleen Adelot.
Marquez Elias Baez.
Eli Logan Ballantyne. Eduardo Barba.
Raul Barragan.
Ethan Ryan Becker.
Jaden Lee Becker Atchison.
Tony Bellman Sandoval.
Adelene L. Bermudez.
Isidro Jose Bermudez.
Alexa Mackenzie Birch.
Madison Olivia Birch.
Kaylin Marie Bobbitt.
Matthew David Bolton.
Gabriela Bonilla Lopez.
Jacob Riley Bowers.
Christopher Ross Bravebull.
Amelia Ann Brown.
Kayla Ignacia Brown.
Sage Wayne Brummett.
Tanner Scott Buckley.
Caden Rain Bueller.
Charlene Marie Burke.
Austin James Burrell. Catalina Calderon.
Ruth Cardenas.
Skylar William Case.
Israel David Castañeda.
Ivan de Jesus Cervantes.
Adrian Scott Chavez.
Juan Manuel Corona Jr.
Isabel Chavez. Araceli Chavez Villa.
Kaylee Jane Christensen.
William J. Christensen.
Josiah Talmadge Clatcher.
Amanda Jewel Clampett.
Annika Christine Conant.
Dominic Tyrone Conlon.
Charles William Copeland.
Alejandra Itzel Cornejo.
Hayden Ray Crawford.
Crystal Estrella Fernandez.
Walter Philip Cumby IV.
Emma Grace Daniel.
Jocelyn Sierra Deaton.
Adriana Jade de la Fuente.
Aiden John Demonbrin.
Emily Victoria Dubon.
Caitlin Lucille Dumermuth.
Brianna Milagros Duran.
Arnella Dermick.
Carly Faye Ehlers.
Baylor Dean Eller.
Amy Catherine Elliott. Alexander Isaiah Escutia.
Thomas Clifford Evans II.
Marisela Figueroa.
Brooklyn Marie Finley.
Isaac Javier Flores. Yosemi Anaí Flores.
Dylan Carl Flory.
Faith Vanessa Floyd.
Benjamin James Freeman.
Lydia Sene Gallegos. Christian Espiridion Galvan.
Nico Luis Garcia.
Jason James Gassett.
Andrew Zimmerman Gessel.
Araceli Gomez. Osmar Yael Gomez Contreras.
Daniela Gonzalez Aguilera.
Keely Elizabeth Green.
Ivan Daniel Guido.
Jensen K. Gunnell.
Tobias Nathaniel Haggard.
Matthew Joseph Hammond.
Taya Leanne Hammonds.
Madison Joe Hansen.
Braden Carey Harding.
Brandon John Harrow.
Mauricia Haro.
Clyde Michael Harris.
Daniel Franklin Harris.
Mason William Harris.
Trace Leroy John Harrison.
Tyler Montgomery Hazel.
Isabella D. Hockley.
Kagan Allen Hayes.
Nicole Leanne Henderson.
Angie Marie Hernandez. Irene Azucenza Hernandez.
Jasmine Hernandez.
Daniel Rafael Hernandez Garcia. Brian Alexander Hidalgo Garcia.
Lindley Hobbs.
Levi Matthew Homan.
Elizabeth Lily Hoosty.
Yareli Huitron.
Kaiden Ivy Hunt. Madison Elaine Hyde.
Yahid Julian Jaimes. Tylee Atiana Jara Chavez.
Daisy Danette Jenkins.
Arlen J. Jolly.
Keely Michelle Kingray.
Braden Patrick Kramer.
Senna Colleen Lane.
Ella Kate Larson.
Zelina Joanne Lachey.
Brianna Nicole Lemaster.
McKay Cash Levitt. Cadence Nicole Lee.
Aisha Lee Loera Evar. Josefina Asuncion Loera.
Aaliyah Ophelia Longoria.
Ariel Patricia Longoria. Jamar Mato Lopez Gowan.
Declan Ryan Laux. Lillian Grace Ludwig.
Pantaleon S. Madero III.
Connor William McGee.
Samantha Lynn Mansell.
Lincoln Isaac Marler.
Graydon Richard Marlette.
Luis Diego Marquez.
J. Wesley Martin.
Savannah Nicole Martin.
Emerson Bain Martinez. Sandra Alicia Martinez.
Heath Lee Marks Jr.
Nicole E. Moss.
Michael Joseph McConnell.
Alexander Glenn McDowell.
Zachary Edward McLean.
Kylie Jean McNutt.
Madison Paige Maholchek.
Guillermo Alves Mendez.
Mia Elise Mendieta Williams.
Christopher Paul Meal.
Sarah Michelle Miramontes. Eldon Ronald Moeller.
Crystal Monjaras.
Colden Dwayne Musso.
Julia Marie Moreno.
Dylan Thomas Mossy.
Emma Cecilia Moulton. Jocelyn Navarrete Torres.
Caleb James Nielsen.
Bodie Owen Nichols.
Sandra Ortiz.
Juan Jose Osuna. Adriana Ovaya Chilel.
Blake Andrew Page.
Claudia Ariel Papasadora.
Angelina Jade Parker. Brooklyn Savannah Parker.
Gamaliel Pastor.
Andrew Justin Paulus.
Andrea Marie Pau.
Megan Lynn Payne.
Alicia Geraldi Perez. Daisy Yasmin Perez Villaseñor.
Paige Mariah Peterson.
Emilio Alejandro Ponce Lopez.
Cody Toad David Purdy. Jocelyn America Ramirez.
Francisco Yahir Ramirez Rodriguez.
Rebecca Rangel Rendon.
Alexi Marie Rhodes.
Kiara Therese Ring.
Cannon Dallas Roberts.
Daniel Matthew Rodriguez.
Erica Rodriguez.
Maritza Rodriguez.
Lorena Elena Saiz.
Faith Camille Salih.
Corbin J. Sanders.
Matthew Richard Saxton.
James Warren Scabelli IV.
Grace Ann Sharp.
Caleb Robert Shell.
Jebediah Henry Shippey.
Josiah Landon Richard Sims.
Courtney Paige Smith.
Joshua Allen Smith.
Giselle Soto. Luis Leonardo Soto.
Angel Alberto Soto Jimenez.
Kayla Nicole Stacy.
Megan Michelle Stacy.
Aiden Paul Stradley.
Lisa Daisy Suarez.
Carson Patrick Sweeney.
Kayla Michelle Tafoya. Jacqueline Monsieur.
Diana Tavar Garcia.
Camille Molly Trout.
Ellie Lynn Tuft.
Riley Ann Talley.
Alexander Ray Valdez.
Dylan Otis Vanderpool.
David Lee Vasquez.
Luis Eduardo Velasco Loera. Brianna Villalobos.
Donovan William Ray Vine.
Caitlin May Vineyard.
Haley Janae Warren.
Dakota Sky Watson.
Natalie Rochelle Wheeler.
Tristan James Whitworth.
Olivia Larie Williamson.
Charles Jeffrey Wilson.
Derek Robert Ray Wilson.
Kirsten Marie Winley.
Gavin Michael Wolf. Kendra Summer Woods.
Curie Joyce Ernestine Warden.
Zachary Tate Youngblood.
Guadalupe Zambrano Cruz.
Richard Caleb Zollinger.
Each of us has been influenced by many people. Some people are positive influences and others are negative influences. Although some people have more influence than others, each person we come in contact with impacts us in one way or another. In each of your lives, there is one person who has generously helped you get to where you are today. This person is set apart from everyone else because they have been there to help and support you the most. This person's influence can be in the form of advice, emotional support, or financial support. This person can be a parent, mentor, close friend, teacher, or anybody who has had a positive impact in your life. These stoles are intended for you to thank that person. It is a great honor for someone to be given a graduate stole, so be wise in who you choose. I encourage each of you, take some time, think about the people closest to you, then carefully select the person who has inspired and helped you the most.
I am honored to represent the class of 2021 this afternoon. Today is a unique day in our young lives. Today we celebrate the hard work that has brought us to this point, and today we will also take a step into our futures. Wherever our futures may take us, may we never forget where we came from. Every step in our lives has led to this moment, and our time at Vallivue High School is no exception. Let us never forget our teachers and administration who gave us the opportunities to succeed and the friends who made our high school journey unforgettable. Thank you to the Vallivue High School staff for their efforts over the past 4 years. We are forever indebted to you. You have helped us discover our talents and have laid the foundation for each of us to experience a prosperous future. Thank you to all our friends and family for walking side by side with us on this journey and for all your love and support. Thank you to everyone who is here today for joining us in celebrating this milestone.
Hoy tengo el honor de presentar la clase de 2021. Hoy es un día único en nuestras vidas jóvenes. Este día celebramos el trabajo duro que nos trajo a este punto y ahora tomamos el segundo paso al futuro. A donde sea que nos lleve el futuro, que nunca se nos olvide de dónde venimos. Cada paso que tomamos nos trajo a este momento y el tiempo en Vallivue High School no es una excepción. Que nunca se nos olvide los maestros y administración que fueron los que nos dieron las oportunidades para tener éxito y los amigos que hicieron nuestro tiempo en la escuela inolvidable. Gracias al personal de Vallivue High School por su esfuerzo en los últimos 4 años. Estamos en deuda con ustedes por siempre. Nos han ayudado a descubrir nuestros talentos y hemos sentado las bases para que cada uno de nosotros tengamos un futuro próspero. Gracias a todos nuestros amigos y familiares por caminar junto con nosotros en este viaje y por todo su amor y apoyo. Gracias a todos quienes están aquí hoy para acompañarnos en nuestra celebración para nuestro siguiente paso.
Fellow graduates, please rise. Class of 2021, We will soon turn our tassels in honor of our accomplishments. We will never forget our time as falcons, but now is the time for us to leave the nest. As we turn our tassels from right to left, we begin to write the next chapters of our lives. Class of 2021, I wish you all the best and hope you find happiness in all that life has to offer. Graduates, turn your tassels. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021.
School Board, Dr. Charlton, District Directors, Administration, faculty, staff, parents, grandparents, and friends. The students standing before you have met or exceeded all of the graduation requirements set forth by the State Board of Education, the State Department of Education, and the Vallivue School Board. Therefore, at this time, I am pleased and honored to present to you the Vallivue High School class of 2021. Graduates and families, if you would please exit out the tunnel outside, that would be great. Thank you.